What's up, everybody? It is Friday. That means it is update day in Creatures of Sonaria, and this week we get the Lithumbra. I'm going to show you guys the quickest way of getting this creature. I'm going to go with Xenolith. It's a tier 3. He is terrestrial, and he does quite a bit of damage. There he is, 230 damage, grows in 27 minutes. We're going to need to grow any tier 3 species from baby to max elder. We're going to need to survive as a terrestrial species for 45 minutes. We're going to need to spin the toxic gotcha 5 times and defeat the Pumpkin King 3 times. All of this can be done with this creature, but if you guys want to go the quicker route, it's going to be Icaran with an Eric's plushie, satiation, and the migration zone, which I'll show you guys later. Toxic gotcha, 5 of them is going to run us 1,750 shooms. There's our throwaway specs, and now we can make our way over to the central rock face where the pumpkin boss is. He's right over there behind that force field, so let's make our way over there, and we're just going to do this 3 times. Right now is the best time to do this, as everybody's trying to do this mission. As the days progress, it's probably going to be empty in here, and it's going to be harder to do it all on your own. As you can see, I'm a baby, and we're going to do just fine. So let's get over here, get ready for the pumpkin boss, and again, we're going to do this 3 times, no sweat. Alright, we got 8 minutes to beat him. With all of these people in this server, you don't have to worry about that. We're going to beat him in record time. So as you see, he's going to start by smashing this. You just got to try to avoid getting hit. Everybody in here that's older does more damage. Look, I do an overwhelming 40 damage. Wow. Once the first part is beaten, then it's dark mode, and we got to go and kill these little oblivions. So these NPCs that are part of the other mission, they're in here. Once we're done with that, now we just got to go and latch on and kill the pumpkin. As you can see, his damage goes down pretty quickly. There's so many people in the server, you don't need to do too much. And just like that, he's dead. We're going to do this 2 more times. We're going to be done with this part of the mission. You don't grow while you're in here, so you got to get out and grow. And again, you can use Icaran. As you can see, here we are. Migration zone, double Eric's plushie, satiation, and total growth time for this creature. We're at 198 to max elder, 15 minutes and some change. And here we are, we're done with the mission. And we can claim our creature. And let's go check him out. Here he is, the little salamander. He is a tier 1. Let's check out his noises, aggression. Friendly. Broadcast. Voice. Mud roll. Nothing too overwhelming. Alright, he's not going to attack. Cower emote, and of course our aggro. Alright, let's go satiate, let's go grow. So we're going to make our way over to the migration zone, and here he is, grown, elder. It's not really much to it, so of course, since he's a tier 1, what does that mean? We're going to go and pick a fight with a tier 5. It's only right. I think at this point we're more of a pest than a real threat to him, but it could be fun. Then again, probably not. Let's go meet our doom. And of course, because this is Creatures of Sonaria, somebody else has to get involved, so we will unfortunately not lose to a tier 5. We're going to lose to this guy. Because of course he can burrow. Alright. And if you guys want to know what it's like to do the obstacle course as well, Annie is the best in my opinion for it. Its jump is very stable. As a baby, he jumps pretty high and far. So if you're on a PC, mouse and keyboard is the easiest way because you can maneuver the mouse to kind of give you a view of where you're falling. And I will show you how quickly you can get through this obstacle course. It's the same as last year. Gives you 90 candy. And here we go. If you have a snowman plushie, you can equip it so he can stay this small and not grow. And then you can just literally breeze through this obstacle course by just jumping over things. So guys, as always, if these videos are useful, beneficial, helpful, please like, subscribe, comment. Really appreciate it. If the channel grows, it's gonna be good for us. If it doesn't, I'm gonna still do these videos anyway. And you're supposed to click on those portals so that you don't have to start all the way from the beginning if you fall. I completely forgot about those up until here, checkpoint 3. But yeah, you just E on it. There you go. So now if you fall, you'll restart at this save point. And so with a mouse, you can kind of view where you're landing. Makes it easier so you don't fall off of the obstacles. Again, Annie's just very steady, so that's why I use it for the obstacle. We could technically jump straight ahead, but I'll just play it safe and go through here. Again, use the checkpoints. Just jumping over stuff. This is probably like the trickiest one, maybe, because of the ooze. If you touch it, you restart. You just want to aim for the eyeball or the iris. There you go. And just like that, we are done. See you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Go Dodgers.